Well, East Tennessee is the birthplace for the military's highest award for valor in combat. And about an hour and a half south of Knoxville is a museum dedicated to preserving the history behind the medal. 10 News anchor John Becker has that story.
A year before the recipients of the highest award for valor in combat planned their annual gathering in Knoxville, we captured their visit in 2013 to the hallowed ground of a pivotal battlefield in the Civil War, Gettysburg. Fewer than 10,000 people live in this small Pennsylvania town, but look in any direction and there are signs of the bloodiest battle ever on American soil. That three-day fight also has deep ties to the Medal of Honor.
And there were 63 Congressional Medals of Honor awarded here at Gettysburg, so there's a real significance to the medal, to the recipients, and to Gettysburg.
It was our first chance to meet World War II veteran and Iwo Jima survivor Woody Williams. At age 23, the farm boy from West Virginia used a flamethrower to save the lives of fellow Marines. His message to these high school students: courage is a character trait shared inside and outside the military.
Those are the future people that are going to be in charge of this country. And somehow they've got to be influenced to know that this is the best place to live in the world, and we have a freedom like no other place, and we must protect that.
Recipients of the Medal of Honor are rare. Of the more than 41 million who have served in the military, barely 3,500 have received the Medal of Honor, and fewer than 65 are alive today. In Knoxville in 2014, they helicoptered into schools to share their stories and their message.
My back was broke, I was shot 30 times, but I loved my brothers enough that I kept bringing them back across the river.
The living recipients also explain what many refer to as the burden of the medal. A distinguished award hangs around their necks for a combat action that often claimed the lives of fellow troops.
You know, I played the coulda, woulda, shoulda game for years, like most people who have been deployed and suffered, losing their brothers and sisters in arms, as well as those who have suffered post-traumatic stress. But, coming to terms with, hey, the things that happened that day happened, can't change them. And, for me, I more take it as a responsibility to, tell the stories of those that were killed in action.
Hosting the Medal of Honor gathering in both 2014 and 2022 puts Knoxville in rare company. The only other city to welcome this gathering more than once is Boston. Corporal Huff and his unit of 6 took on a company of 125 Germans and won that fight in World War II. 15 recipients hail from East Tennessee, including the late Paul Huff. We spoke to his wife and daughter leading up to the Knoxville gathering in 2022. Where did he keep the medal?
Where did he keep it? In the box.
In a drawer. So, I mean, really, he was a regular person. They didn't go to many conventions or anything. At his funeral, but when they named all of the medals he got. We had no idea that he just never, ever talked about it.
Did he even want to be celebrated at all?
No, not really, not really. He was so glad to get home to see his family.
As the city of Chattanooga welcomes the living recipients of the Medal of Honor, a key focus will be here along the riverfront at the National Medal of Honor Heritage Center.
Come back home where that history of that medal they wear around their necks started. It is everything we do in the convention from September 30th through October the 4th is kind of centered around a homecoming.
Chattanooga is known as the birthplace of the Medal of Honor, where the first medals were awarded during the Civil War, and the museum recounts that action.
But you see the story of Jacob Parrott, the very first Medal of Honor recipient.
We also see intimate portraits of other recipients, including Captain Larry Taylor, a helicopter pilot in Vietnam, also from Chattanooga, who waited almost 50 years before receiving the medal for his heroic action swooping in to save 4 soldiers pinned down by enemy fire.
It is incredible that you really think about how many recipients have come out of East Tennessee.
The stage is set as this river city in East Tennessee prepares to welcome America's most exclusive group of warriors for their annual gathering this fall.